All right, so this is Operation Get the Kids Outside. Now, today we're going to be talking about a riveting topic, plants. More specifically, the plants outside of our school and the landscaping. Now then, here's my topic. So we got a couple problems here. The students aren't happy with their landscaping. Students don't go outside enough. And students have no input on the way their school looks. So here's my solution to all of those problems. Create a small area using one of the unfinished planters that uses ideas from the students and gives them a place to go outside as well. Like eat lunch or something stupid like that, I don't know. Okay, this is the mission briefing. All right, so here it is. So step one is decide which planter we're going to use for our little experiment, okay? Step two is we need to purchase the required material for the area. We're talking fertilizer, grass, manpower, that kind of thing. Step three is just make it happen. Okay, we need to wake up, get out there, and then make the construction team do it for us. Now then, a little bit of a big pair of share for you guys. I'll turn that down, it's really loud. These are an idiot for doing a project about the school construction. Before the construction is even finished, you have 15 seconds to hit it. No.
There's something better we could have done.
I'm just going to count this. Yeah. Okay, all right. So it actually doesn't matter what you say. I don't want to hear your responses. The survey says most likely. Now then, allow me to introduce you to Exhibit A, one of the many planters here at Brighton. And this is where the idiot comes in. This is an outdated picture, but my point still stands, I believe. There is raw, untapped potential in this planter, okay? The world is your oyster when it comes to this thing, all right? It's a blank slate. You can put whatever you want there, all right? And specifically, we want to use one of the unfinished ones because it's more money to redo one that is already established, and it's just, come on. Okay, Exhibit B, the survey. Let's just go through some of these answers here. People think we could use some in the entrances, especially near the back. This person said trees are fun to climb and forest gremlins are a vibe, which I think is proof that hippies have infiltrated our system. Okay.
I mean, there's one that says I like grass.
Yeah, I was about to get there. This person just says, I like grass. So, I mean, very profound. So in terms of issues, a lot of people have concerns about water and vandalism are the two biggest concerns when it comes to making this new planter. And in terms of what people seem to want, like I said, the trees, grass maybe a couple trees, trees are superior, that kind of thing. Oxygen and shade, good stuff. Okay, Exhibit C, amateur interview. All right, profile, Mrs. Deborah Steele, position, biology teacher, current whereabouts, first floor science hall. And for good measure, I put a picture of her in Good Luck Charlie.
Wait, she was in
Is a thing that actually happened, yes. She was in an episode of Good Luck Charlie. No joke.
That's not an episode, that's the movie.
Is it the movie?
Yeah, is that
okay.
the Christmas movie?
It's the Christmas special.
Yeah.
That's valid. That's sick. She says something like, but it's Christmas or something, I don't know. Okay, so she says stuff like, trees and rock are a good idea, especially in Utah. Her main concerns are the water usage, as previously mentioned. She hopes that a botanist was consulted when making the planters. I doubt it, but that's what she wants. And she says, and I quote, I do care. Public facilities have a responsibility to represent commitment to a healthy environment. Environment stuff. She's a biology teacher. Okay, final exhibit. This is Curtis Leatham, all right? His position is the owner of the construction from redoing the school, and his current whereabouts are unknown. Okay. Now, when asked about xeriscaping, he said it's popular because in our desert climate, it is important to be water conservative. It hasn't been something that has been, particularly attractive in the past, but especially now with our water shortages, it's becoming a lot more common. Okay. He also says that the real biggest concern is maintenance costs. Okay, they never go down, and the school is run by the state, which means our tax dollars will go to grass that is minimally used, and it has to be maintained even during the summer. That's not being used at all. Okay, and he said, to address the vandalism thing I asked him about, he said, depending on where you're planting, high vandalism areas might use like thorns, so people won't touch the bushes as much. But he said that in this area, vandalism of plants isn't super common. Trees in particular aren't very vandalizable. I don't know. Okay, now then, it's time for a little pop quiz for you guys. So, question one. Who did Roman interview for his professional interview?
Lethal.
Oh, I guess Luke shouted it out. Yeah, it is Letham. Okay, you can take your pick.
I was gonna say Max's dad, but
I needed a name. You can take your pick. What you looking at, boy?
it wasn't. I'll take another Twix.
You want another Twix?
Wait, actually, what's the third? I get another Twix.
Okay.
What the heck, bro? I raised my hand.
Yeah, the answer was Curtis Letham. Full name, full title. Okay. What percentage of students thought Brighton didn't have enough greenery? Oh wow. I don't want to go over here. That seems biased. So you there.
100%.
That is correct. 100%.
24 people took a survey.
Okay, final question. What video game did Roman show on slide 2 of his presentation? Oh man, all right, you seem pretty eager.
Mario Odyssey.
That's correct, it was Mario Odyssey. Okay. Now then,
I know that one.
deciding on a planter. So, a planter should be chosen based on the following criteria. Size. We need it to be small enough so it can conserve water. We don't want to, just water fields upon fields of grass. But it also needs big enough to seat people. Because if you just put a square of grass this big, okay, that doesn't count. That can sit half a person maybe. Okay. And we also want it to be small because we don't want the maintenance cost to be too high. The bigger the lawn, the more you have to mow it, the more you have to trim it, that kind of thing. Okay. We also need to take into consideration the current situation of the planter. Okay. If you already use an unfinished planter, then rather than when we have to change, also we need to take into account if there's already trees there, like the big planter out there has trees already. So if we decide on that one, we wouldn't have to put trees in, we could just put grass in. But if we pick on the other ones, put a tree in that bad boy. Okay, now back of the school. Most people on the survey said that we wanted some near the back of the school. In addition, that's where most of the unfinished planters are. Most of the front was all finished, that's what they focused on first. Now then, here's the plan. After school gets out, one of the vice principals will head out to the back with one of the architects and propose the idea. They will then decide which planter based on the criteria I've given here. Now, if the suggestion is supported by the firm, they're like, okay, we'll make it happen. All right. Then we can move on to phase 2. And just the tree thing again I mentioned. Purchasing materials. Okay, now we do want native plants for water conservation. I know I said I doubted that they consulted a botanist, but when talking to Curtis Letham, he actually did mention that they do take water conservation and location of sun and stuff all that into location of sun. It's always in the same place. The plants in relation to the location of the sun and into consideration. Right, so we'll just use the same plants for consistency. We might have to get maybe younger ones so they're cheaper, but now we'll send one of the construction workers to purchase the plants, one of the lackeys. And because the plants are the same, they'll just go to the same place where they always purchase them. They'll just go to the same nursery. And whenever they were just going to purchase the other plants for the other planters, they'll just go and purchase the same ones as well, just some extra ones for the plant. You feel me? Okay. Execution. Now, the seating area needs to be finished before the beginning of the school year. It's really important because if you put the grass down and it gets trampled on, it won't take root and it'll just die. So that needs to happen. In addition, we want the trees to be in, just to avoid it getting damaged, and it can all take root and be fine. We also need to cut the grass. It's important. Okay, and now the construction crew, this will be I'm trying to minimize the inconvenience for them. So they'll just do whatever they would normally make the planter, right? So they're gonna go put in their stupid little rock, but they'll just put in the grass instead. Same time, same thing, but with my design, which is just grass and a freaking tree or something. Okay, there's one very big conclusion to be drawn from all this, and that is, of course, plant good, dirt bad. Okay, if we replace all the dirt outside, then the kids will go outside as well, eat lunch out there, get oxygen, and that's pretty much it. That's all I got. End of presentation.